Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the monthly meeting of the East Rockaway School Board. I'd like to call this meeting to order at 7:08 p.m. on Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. Mr. Waters, do you want to read that?
Hello all, I'll be introducing who's going to be reading our pledge tonight. And our pledge will be read by Senior Eva Len, sorry. Over the past 6 years at East Rockaway Junior Senior High School, Eva has consistently demonstrated academic excellence and strong character. She completed a full program of advanced placement and dual enrollment courses in both her junior and senior years, preparing herself for the rigor of higher education. Eva is a National Merit Scholarship qualifier, making her among the top students of our school esteem, and she pairs intellectual curiosity with disciplined work habits. Beyond the classroom, she is a proactive leader. She founded the ERHS chapter of the HOSA to create pathways for students interested in health industry careers and has been instrumental in organizing that launch. She also leads study groups, offering steady support to classmates during high-pressure times like midterms and finals. What stands out most in Eva's resilience and integrity. When confronted with difficult situations, she advocates for herself and uses those experiences to strengthen and inspire others. She has a unique combination of academic talent, initiative, leadership, and emotional strength, and will undoubtedly contribute positively and meaningful to our community and beyond. Eva, if you can come up here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank
Okay, now I'd like to ask Mr. Schaefer.
Good evening. Happy Hawaiian Holiday Day. So I am here tonight to present students that achieved both Supermasters and AP Scholar status during the 24-25 school year. A Supermaster designation is given to students that scored 95 or better on one or more Regents exams in June or January. An AP Scholar designation is given to a student scoring 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. An AP Scholar with honor is a student with a 3.25 average on 4 or more exams. And an AP Scholar with distinction is a student that averaged a 3.5 on 5 or more exams. Last year, we set a school record with 57 AP Scholars, including 24 with the highest designation of AP Scholar with distinction. It's a great accomplishment by our students, their teachers, and we thank their families for the support. Now, it should be no surprise that we invited a lot more students that are able to come tonight. Some students have other commitments. It's also very cold, close to the holidays. But we are going to call everyone's name, and if you are here tonight, any student that's here, please come take your certificate. We're going to assemble on stage and take a picture, and we're going to start with the Supermasters. Dr. Krause is going to help.
Our Supermasters on the Regents exam, Megan Acuti, Tiffany Anatalio, Nicholas Bay, Jordan Huffman, Kira Burris, Andrew Chen, Fiona Duffy, Aaron Filko, Gavin Delaney, Claire Harvey, Eileen Harvey, Yvonne Hood, Robert Jamil, Adam Kolakowski, Eva Lamb, Sierra Latchman, Mary Eloisa Lissandro, April Macias Guerrero, Jaheli Magno, Shannon Mahoney, Julia Menino, Eva Mena, Anna Muller, Madison Nasega, Ava Paranto, Alexandria Scanlon, Victoria Schaefer, Nora Smith, Daniel Stebner, Mackenzie Sagru, Davis Caballo, Cameron Van Wickler, Elia Shem Basara, Caleb Baselter, Yihan Wang, and Charlotte Webster.
Good. Thank you.
Continuing now with our AP Scholars, I'm going to read names of our AP Scholar Award winners. Sophia Akampora, Fiona Duffy, Atticus Camacho, Mary Elisa Lissandro, Isabella Lowe, Anna Muller, Gianna Ocampo, Mary Reardon, Paula Rivera, Julia Seidelman, and Juliet Travia. Now our AP Scholars with Distinction: Megan Acuti, Nicholas Bay, Andrew Chen, Caitlin Bruins, Eva Lamb, Sierra Latchman, April Macias, Shannon Mahoney, Julia Menino, Eva Mena, Victoria Schaefer, Daniel Stebner, Harrison Tyrell, Elia Basara, Yihan Wang, Charlotte Webster. And finally, our AP Scholars with honors: Ethan Alvarez, Jaylene Bastian, Jack Gamache, and Mia Salvador.
You guys all shift to the left, it's like 3 steps. Guys, the saws, look at the sides, there you go. Yeah, it goes there. Got it.
We also have 24 members of the class of 2025 who will present their certificates at Alumni Day next week. So congratulations to those members.
Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. This time, can we have Mr. Biggsworth come up?
evening, everyone. It is my honor to recommend. Sorry, Mr. Schaefer muted me. All right. Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to recommend Ms. Alexis Frudenberg for tenure, something that is truly well-deserved and an incredible gain for the students, staff, and the entire Wayne Avenue community. From the moment you meet Alexis, you immediately see her extraordinary ability to truly know her students. She understands their personalities, their strengths, their challenges, and what motivates them. She connects with students in a way that is genuine and meaningful, and she balances being firm, fair, and fun better than almost anyone I've ever seen. She has that rare ability to run a classroom where expectations are clear, routines are strong, and students actually enjoy being in her classroom. When you walk into her classroom, you don't just see students working, you see them engaged, laughing, problem solving, and actively participating in learning that clearly matters to them. Just as important, it is a classroom that is welcoming to all students, where everyone feels safe, valued, and encouraged to take risks. One day you might find your class designing and coding robots, the next day doing hands-on science, then creating entrepreneurial day projects, and then making comic books about school expectations. It is a classroom full of energy, curiosity, and opportunities for every child to succeed. And of course, her room includes a crash pad and calm down corner, which is an excellent support for students, staff, and if I'm being honest, I've taken advantage of it myself. But Alexis's impact stretches far beyond the classroom walls. She is the teacher who will stay late if the family is running behind, volunteer to chaperone at an event, or show up as a special person for a student who needs one. She's also an outstanding coach, consistently praised by parents and students for her kindness, humor, and the way she makes every child feel supported. One quality that truly sets Alexis apart is her leadership. When I was home with a 1-week-old, Alexis reached out to me with a creative and meaningful idea for the whole school to honor 9/11 through a school-wide chain link activity. With permission, she not only organized it, she executed it perfectly, creating an experience that impressed our entire school community. It also taught me something important. Alexis is such a strong leader that when she sends an email to all staff, the whole staff will actually read it. That is a skill that I am still working on. And of course, Alexis is always the first to volunteer for anything that will bring joy to students. If you need someone for a dunk tank, she is in. Pie in the face, no hesitation. Dress up as an I-Ready monster? She did it. Lead a dance with the Harlem Wizards? Absolutely. If it helps build community or make school a happier place, Alexis steps up without being asked. Ms. Frudenberg embodies everything we hope for in a great educator: creativity, dedication, compassion, leadership, and a genuine commitment to putting students first. Rain is better because of her presence, her passion, and the countless ways she makes a difference every day. It is my honor once again to recommend Ms. Alexis Frudenberg for tenure. She has earned it, and Rain Avenue is incredibly lucky to have her. Thank you.
This time we're going to take a 5-minute break, and 5-minute break. We'll celebrate, have some cookies out, and celebrate with Frudenberg's tenure. So please take a moment. We have refreshments right outside. Okay, so you're with little.
That's it.
Right, and notice on the tennis, I don't know. What? Literally, people, not really okay. Like one day.
If everybody's out on Friday. What do you Me too.
So, okay, everybody, welcome back. Next item is new business. Mr. DiTomaso?
Yes, so before I turn it over to Mr. Van Wart to talk a little bit about facilities, I want to congratulate the high school team on their Super Masters and AP scores. I don't know if you caught what Mr. Shaker had said, but they're setting records in terms of kids doing well in exams and the number of kids taking tests, so that's certainly an amazing accomplishment. And of course, congratulations to Ms. Frudenberg, who has been an amazing teacher, and we look forward to many, many years of her service. So I'd like to formally mention that. So without further ado, Mr. Van Wart.
Thank you, Mr. Kuznat. I just have two positive updates to share before that in the community. First, the high school cupola restoration project. Our architect has been working with the general contractor to develop a plan to address some of the structural issues that were uncovered when the outside facade was removed. We are anticipating at this point that they're going to resume work over the Christmas break. They started some masonry work, and then shortly thereafter in January, we're anticipating the windows will be installed. So there's some progress we're expecting to see over the next couple of weeks. Second update I had was at Center Avenue, as we had mentioned in our last board meeting, there was a underground oil tank that was removed, excavated from below the field outside the back of the school. At this point, that project has been completed. We've backfilled with our general contractor's assistance the hole, dirt, gravel, and over the top of it, topsoil. The Department of Health and the New York State DEC have given us the thumbs up to resume activities on the field as usual. Unfortunately, with weather over the past 2 weeks, we have been able to reopen the field, but weather permitting, moving forward, those fields will be accessible by the students and staff. There will be a temporary fence placed around the area that was excavated and topsoil was laid just until grass grows in the springtime.
Thank you for that update. Mother Nature has kept us off that field. It was either rain, snow, or cold temperatures, but the field is, kids are ready to go on it. As usual, I'd like to thank all our donations in our new business segment here. First, I believe this is a plan from our very own Dr. Kraus. It's Cyber Monday Day, a sum of $35, and that goes to senior scholarships. So I appreciate Dr. Kraus piggybacking on that Cyber Monday and collecting some funds for the kids for their scholarships. The alumni football game collected $500 and will be placed in the Julio Taylor Memorial Scholarship. So those scholarships that go to our seniors. So I appreciate all the donations going there. And last but not least, the parents of the class of 2029 raised $1,300 from homecoming beverage sales. So these are important monies that go to our students and directly impact them. And so I appreciate all the donations. And as I do each month, I will be recognizing them. That's it for the business.
Okay, thank you. Next is old business.
Old business, okay. So, old business, just a quick update on the elementary restructuring committee. I know we do have some parents here interested in making comments. That will be at the end of the meeting. But what I can say is that the elementary restructuring committee met after school on November 20th and December 4th. Very excited about the energy in the room. We had strong participations from teachers and staff members, and thanks to Mrs. Lonergan and Mrs. Doyle for attending as well. And we're putting the work together. At this point, we have created goals for each subcommittee, and we have created objectives. And we're at the point now where we're going to start developing the plan with the staff. So we're building that from the ground up with the teachers. And if we get through that gate with the teachers where we feel like we can present a formidable plan to the community, we will be doing that. So with that being said, I'm very excited about where we are. Again, there is a lot of energy in the room, and shortly I will be presenting information as the committee progresses. So I did talk to our super PTAs and give them some information about where we are with the plan. But at this point, because we're building it and it's in a draft format, I'm not going to be sharing too much. But as we start building it, I will share it, and we will have plenty of time to discuss it. And as promised, I will attend PTA meetings, individual meetings. I'll be mentioning at board meetings, if you want to have a town hall meeting to ask questions, to poke holes in the plan, to ask all the questions that you want. We will have plenty of time to discuss that. Full transparency, there's nothing being hid, there's nothing being done at this point. The only things that we are doing are discussing the plan and building the plan. And once we have a framework and a draft to share with the community, we will do that. And I will take requests to present in any format that you wish to hear. So that's a little update for the restructuring president. And that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. DiTomaso. At this time, I'm going to give the meeting over to Sophia Furkhoff from the student.
All right, so for this month, under connection, the returning school cabinet met where students in grades 7 through 12 participated in an activity and shared their top low and grow takeaways from the high school. Students engaged in an open dialogue and collaboration. Next meeting is scheduled for Monday to begin narrowing down priority growth areas to address. Also under connection, the RAIN PTA hosted a winter skit at the East Rockaway Tree Lighting Festival, which was a highly successful community event that strengthened school community connections. Under achievement, 43 students at the junior senior high school were selected as Youth Rock Award recipients. Students were nominated by their teachers for consistently displaying the traits of wisdom, empathy, respect, optimism, compassion, and kindness, and were presented with a certificate at a recent PTA meeting. Also under achievement, elementary students engaged in hands-on science learning, including indoor snow experiments, and grade 1 students strengthened math skills through a number of bond scavenger hunt. Students are using thinking maps to analyze character motivation and change in literature, deepening comprehension. Under innovation, on December 3rd, high school art hosted its 6th annual virtual college portfolio night. Ms. Galante and Ms. Cavasso coordinated virtual meetings with representatives from 14 colleges. The students discussed their artworks in one-on-one meetings with representatives and also learned about the programs offered at the institutions.
Right, thank you, Sophia. Okay, next is public comments on agenda items. There will be a public comment section at the end of the meeting, but at this time, are there any comments regarding the agenda items? Approval of minutes. Are there any questions regarding the minutes from the special meeting on November 4th and the regular meeting on November 18th, 2024?
No.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of agenda item 1H? Motion by Mrs. Doyle, second. Second by Mrs. Salufo, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion approved. All right, acknowledgement of monthly reports and correspondence. Has everyone received the financial reports?
Yes.
for the month? Okay. And this month we did receive 6 emails. Okay, moving on. Can I have a motion to create a consent agenda with the following items? Recommendation of superintendent's personnel schedules, items 4A through I. Other items 5A through I. Approval of CSE and CPSE recommendations 6A. Motion by Mrs. Salufo, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Flores, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion approved. All right, now can I have a motion to accept the items on the consent agenda?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Flores, second. Second by Mrs. Lonergan, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion approved. Okay, next is policy matters. The following policies are up for review pending adoption. Policy 1120-R, School District Records Regulation. Policy 5500, 5500R, Student Records. Policy 5550, Student Privacy under the Protection of Pupil Rights Amendment. And Policy 8635 and 8635R, Information and Data Privacy, Security, Breach, and Notification. Next is the Superintendent's report.
Okay, for our superintendent's report, my friend Sophia over here kind of stole some of my thunder, which is fantastic. I'm glad she was able to report out. I do have a full comprehensive report that is 7 pages, but I'm going to spare everybody tonight since we're close to the holidays, and I will share that report online. But what I would like to say is I would like to wish, as we approach the holiday season, to extend sincere wishes, health, happiness, peace to the entire school community. And I want to thank you for your continued support for our students and for our kids. And on behalf of the district, we wish you a safe, restful, and joyful holiday season and a wonderful new year. And that's it for the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr.
That was fantastic.
Next is Good and Welfare. Condolences to Deborah Zuckerman and family on the passing of her father-in-law, Rusty Zuckerman. Congratulations to Annabelle and Andrew Kell on the birth of their daughter, Isabella Veronica, on November 14th. And congratulations to Mr. Muharram and family on the birth of his son, Medahan Caracas. Okay, now is the public comment section. First one we have here, Vincent Spano. I'm sorry if I can't read it. Vincent Spano? Go ahead.
Mr. Taylor, let's start.
Hi, I'm a resident now for maybe 6 months. I've been living here since August. My son goes to the high school, my daughter goes to Center Avenue. Prior to this, I was a resident of West Hempstead School District, which back in, I believe it was 9 years ago, they went to the Princeton. Now, we have a lot of problems. They had a lot of problems with school busing, which is going to be a main problem when you do switch over. You're going to have a lot of problems with timings of the schools, meaning you're going to have to, I'm assuming you're going to have to stagger the times between, you're going to have families that have kids in 2nd grade, you have kids in 5th grade, you have kids in the high school, all in the same household. And if you're in that zone where you don't get a school bus, you're in your car now for an hour, going back and forth from school to school to school. I'm telling you, Princeton does not work. Princeton system, you're going to need more school buses. Right now, there's a shortage of school bus drivers. I believe, I have spoken with members of the Board of Ed in West Hempstead because I've been working with them trying to get them off of there because I was the first person there to tell them that they're going to have problems with school buses. They didn't listen. They ended up now having not enough drivers, not enough school buses going through everywhere. And not only that, but now that you got all the school buses that you do get, now you're cluttering Ocean Avenue, you're cluttering up Atlantic Avenue, right? Not only with the school buses, but also these cars going back and forth. You can't do this. You cannot do the Princeton. Princeton will not work. Zoning does work. The reason I was told by one of the members of the board was West Hempstead School started off, kindergarten was in one school. 1st through, I believe it was 5th was in both, they said Cornwall Avenue and George Washington. So based on where you live, you went to that school, which is basically what we do here now, Ream Avenue, Center Avenue. You come to the high school, everybody merges together. People say they lose contact from kindergarten when they leave the kindergarten back to the high school. You don't lose contact. You know, these kids, you live in a community this small, everybody knows each other. You need these kids to stay where they are close to home. You don't need them to be traveling from school to school every 3 years, switching out from one school to another to another. I don't know if they've done any type of psychological thing on these kids after that follow this, but I have a feeling that does hurt them jumping from school to school to school every 3 years. And like I said, I really feel the Princeton would not work here.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. I know you mentioned transportation that's considered in the plan, and we are developing a plan for that to avoid some of the situations that we spoke about. We are aware that that was a problem in 2012, so that was one of our top priorities in terms of traffic and shuttle busing and transportation, so that is on our plan. And, you know, I can't speak for West Hempstead, but educationally, we feel that the benefits of the plan in terms of academics for our students and professional development for our staff, I don't want to say outweigh, but have a strong impact on how our kids are going to develop. So with that being said, I appreciate the comments that you said, but we are addressing many of those concerns to make sure that the community feels comfortable with the decision. So thank you.
I just have a question. Other than transportation, were there any other negatives that you found?
Actually, the one I did find is that they did say because of moving the teachers over and stuff like that, they allegedly let 3 go. It was actually more close to 6 faculty members that they let go.
And any positives?
Personally, I didn't see any positive at all.
How did your kids, these are all questions that we're definitely going to address. I really appreciate you coming here, giving us that information. Everybody's voice needs to be heard, and we take everything into consideration. Nothing is decided upon. This is something that it is not only a board decision, a teacher and school decision, but it's also a parent decision. You know, I know you mentioned kids. I would love to hear if your kids had any issues socially.
No, nothing like that, no.
Okay. I really appreciate you coming and
The one question I do want to ask is, are you going to leave it to a board decision, or are you going to let the community vote on it?
Well, the board is here for the community. So if we don't listen to the community, then what are we actually doing? I mean, that is the way I feel. I'm not here just to fill a seat. I'm here to be the voice of the community. So if I can't be the voice of the community, then I shouldn't be here. I don't know if that makes sense.
Look,
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Spano, thank you. Next is Tracy Weiss.
Okay, I'm looking for clarification on how the potential implementation of the Princeton plan would impact the UPK program. For the year 2024 to 25, my daughter was placed on a UPK wait list. She was eventually able to attend due to additional funding and additional seats at the Limburg JCC Center. During the summer of 2024, the district advised that they were exploring more enrollment options and expanding partnerships so that all eligible children can have access to early childhood education. I have 2 young children who will be entering the school system over the next few years, and I'm curious if there are any updates.
Well, the Princeton plan wouldn't have an impact. Oh, my mic? Oh, yeah, it is. The Princeton plan would not have an impact on the UPK program. The UPK program is funded by the state, and we're allotted a certain amount. So that gives us a number that we can facilitate, and that's why we do have a lottery. So it really, I think we're talking 2 separate things. The Princeton plan would not impact it, and if the state, we get more money, we can facilitate more kids in the program. But we're constantly looking for places to accommodate as many as we can. So that's kind of the short answer. If you'd like more detail, feel free to give me a call and we can get Mr. Murray in the conversation.
Okay, and as far as the restructuring, there will be no option to bring it back in-house because of space?
As far as pre-K,
Right.
at this point, no. At this point, no, but we could explore it.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now, board member comments?
First, I'd like to say thank you for the pledge. That was great. I love it when our students are here and they are the ones that are able to say the pledge for us. It's always nice to meet new students. Congratulations to all the students on all their accomplishments and their achievements. That's wonderful work. Congratulations to our new tenured teacher, Mrs. Frutenberg. What a wonderful addition to our East Rockaway family. Thank you, Sophia, for your report. As always, very informative. In fact, I think you've taken most of the information that Mr. Di Tomaso was going to say, so you just made his speech nice and short. So I really appreciate that.
I set the tone.
I'm so sorry. I would like to say to everybody to have a happy, healthy holiday, and to always remember those that may not be as fortunate as some of us. And most of the times, I know it's very nice to receive, but it's a fantastic thing to give. And when you give somebody something that is not expecting it, it could be the smallest little thing, you could potentially change their outlook on how they're feeling. So that small little thing, just for those people that you think might need that little extra smile, hold the door open, buy somebody lunch. I know it sounds silly, but it does change. Showing kindness, we bring kindness, that's just the way I believe. Everybody have a wonderful holiday, and I'll see you next year.
Yeah, just, everyone have a happy holiday season, and I'll, hope to see you next year.
Congratulations to our AP scholars, Supermasters. Great job. Congratulations to Ms. Freudenberg. Welcome aboard, and we look forward to working with you. I have a comment about the Princeton plan, because this is what I've been thinking about 24/7. I think our administration and the board, we are exploring every option possible. We want to give East Rockaway students the best educational and social experience that they possibly can have. But we also want the feedback from the community, because that's the only way that we can do this. Hopefully, with a new program, we might be able to explore other options that we wouldn't if things stayed this way. But again, we're only in the very beginning, and I'm looking forward to more questions. Thank you.
Congratulations to everybody, AP scholars, tenure, with awards and people, and happy holidays.
Second that. Happy holidays, everyone. All right, this concludes tonight's board meeting. Can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:57 p.m.?
Motion.
Motion by Mrs. Lonergan, second. Second by Mrs. Doyle, all in favor? Opposed, abstained, motion approved. Good night, everyone, and happy holidays.
And I just like to